I feel so encouraged. Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, June 5th. This is episode 57 of Fearless Fridays. And I thank you for joining me. As always, if this is your first time, welcome to the show. If you are a return watcher, welcome back. And thank you so much for joining me again. So listen, I feel so encouraged. And let me tell you why. As we all know, the past week has been rough. It has been emotionally draining. It has been rough. And what has been encouraging me in the past week is seeing so many people begin to tell the truth that they always felt they had to keep locked up and bottled up. I'm seeing people across many industries that I'm connected to tell the truth. People in the travel industry telling the truth about their experiences, specifically as a Black person in the travel industry. People in the fitness and wellness industry telling the truth about what they've experienced as a Black person in the wellness industry. People in the theater industry telling the truth about what they have experienced as a Black person in the theater industry. And I'm so encouraged by it because I believe that you can't face something unless you name it. But in order to name something, you have to tell the truth. You have to tell the truth in order to accurately name whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you've been facing. You have to tell the truth. And I applaud everyone who has had the courage to tell the truth, whether it be on a large platform or a large scale, or just to their friend or their family member who they haven't felt like wanted to hear the truth or could handle the truth. I applaud anyone who has had the courage to do that because it is a difficult thing. And so I'm encouraged by the truth telling that I'm seeing. And what I want to remind us, and even remind myself, I've had to remind myself of this. We are in a tumultuous time. We're in a chaotic time where emotions are high and people are feeling every emotion. I myself have felt every emotion possible, I think, in the past week. From anger, sadness, frustration, rage, depletion, defeat, moments of encouragement, moments of happiness, and then it turns into tears, or why is this still happening, or why do we have to go through this? Why is the world so ugly sometimes? I've felt all of those emotions. And in the midst of feeling all of those emotions, I have had to check myself and remind myself that even in the moments where I have got to tell the truth of what I think, what I feel, what I believe, I gotta remember the love and the grace. Because truth told out of pure emotion, truth told out of fear, truth told out of anger, truth told out of rage, out of frustration, out of sadness, out of defeat, out of depression, truth told out of those spaces. When the truth comes out of that place, when your heart is in that place and the truth that's coming out is growing out of that place, that truth, as true as it may be, falls on deaf ears and closed eyes and hard hearts. But truth that is told in love will always plant a seed. Even if you don't see the change that needs to be seen immediately, a seed will be planted. When we tell the truth out of love and out of grace, a seed will be planted. And don't get me wrong, I'm checking myself too, because I know this is hard. I know that this is hard, especially in the midst of feeling everything that we're feeling and experiencing everything that we're experiencing and seeing everything that we're seeing. It is hard to find the love. It is hard to show people more grace. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. I get it. We're human. I get it. It's hard. But we got to take a breath like I just did. We got to take a breath and remember the love, because truth told out of a place of love will always plant a seed. Even if you don't see the harvest immediately, truth told out of a place of love will always plant the seed. And that does not mean that that truth is going to be easy to hear, because it's still truth. And a lot of times truth is very hard to hear and hard to receive. But if it's told out of a place of love and if it's told out of a place of grace, a seed will be planted. It definitely will. I know this for a fact. I know this to be true. That when truth is told out of a place of love, a seed will be planted. So that's what I want us to remember. And I want to encourage anyone who has not felt the courage to tell the truth, whether it be to a friend, a family member, whether it be, face to face in your living room, FaceTime to FaceTime on your phone, or whether it be on a large social media platform or the news or whatever it is. If you haven't had the courage to tell the truth, I want to encourage you. I want to boost you. I want to boost you to tell the truth that needs to be told. And that doesn't mean you go around just saying whatever, just because it's the truth and you need to hear it. That is not what I mean. But I mean the truth that gnaws at you, the truth that you know has to be told, the truth that won't leave you alone, the truth that you wake up to every morning, the truth that you go to bed with every night, the truth that you have not had the courage to tell, the truth that might be hard to say and even harder to hear. That truth, we got to tell it. We have to tell it, because there's a revolution that's happening. There's a change. There's a change. There is a shift that is happening. It is happening in the physical world. It's happening in the spiritual world. It's happening. There is a shift that is taking place. And in order for us to move from where we are to a higher place, we have to tell the truth. And we have to do it in a way that doesn't demean people, but that forces people to see this is real. This is the truth. And so again, I want to remind us all, myself included, truth from a place of love, truth that is told from a place of love always plants a seed. Always plants a seed. You might get changed when you're angry and frustrated and you're just saying whatever you want to say. You might, people are going to hear it, and people might say, you know what? She's right. He's right. We got to make a change. But you know that saying that you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar or flies? Is it bees or flies? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever that saying is, you catch more of something with honey than with vinegar, and that's the truth. And that doesn't mean you have to water down what you're going to say. That doesn't mean you have to sugarcoat it. That doesn't mean you have to sweeten it to taste. That doesn't mean you have to make it soft so that it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. But what that does mean is that the heart that it comes out of has to be a heart of love. And that means if you got to hold on to it a little bit longer so that you can make sure that when you say it, you're saying it out of place of love and grace and not out of a place of bitterness. If you need to hold on to it a little bit longer, write it down, get it out. And then when you're in a space, when your heart is in a space of grace and love, then you can tell the truth. But tell it. Keep telling it. I'm so encouraged by it, because there are a lot of things that have been happening for a long time that a lot of people have been holding on to. And you can only hold on to negative experiences and bad feelings for so long before you gotta drop them. And if telling the truth is the way to drop them, then you gotta drop them. So tell the truth. Keep telling the truth in love. Keep telling the truth. If you gotta fall back for a moment and just write it down before you say it, do that. And breathe and take a moment so that you can come from a place of peace and not from a place of bitterness or anger or harshness. We all have our people that we can vent to, so vent to the people that you can vent to and get all that crud out, so that when it's time to tell the truth, you can come from a place of peace and love and grace and a true desire to see things change, and not just a desire to tell them about themselves. Because we've all done that, myself included. I'm including myself. I'm including myself completely and honestly, including myself. So that's what I want to share with y'all today. I support the truth telling. I support the shift and the change that is happening. And we all have a place in it. We all have a thing that we can do. Your thing might be to go to a march or a rally or a protest. Your thing might be to create art and to tell truth from an artistic standpoint, in an artistic way. Your truth, your way might be in front of a huge crowd of people. Your way might be in your house with your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your children. Your way might be on the phone with your friend. Everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a way to help this shift happen, to help this change happen. So find your way. Everybody doesn't have to march. Everybody doesn't have to protest. Find your way. Tell the truth. Also, announcement, June 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am hosting the Fearless Life, a webinar, workshop, seminar, whatever you want to call it, online. And we're gonna dive into fear and dive into vulnerability. And I'm gonna give you some tools and give you some exercises that will help you get to the other side of your fear. So if you are interested in doing that, if you're on Instagram, you can click the link in my bio to register. If you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a link below to register. If you're watching this on Facebook, there will be a link on my Facebook page to register. And if you don't see the link, comment on the video and I will direct you to the link. But it's happening next Friday, June 12th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join from anywhere in the world. Make sure that you register so that you get this link, so that you can tune in when it's time to tune in, and come and be ready to discuss and dive into some fear. Because this is interactive, there is limited space available, so I encourage you to register quickly. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that's that. As always, fear is stupid. Get out in the world, live, love, go, do, be, and tell the truth. It's a courageous thing, but it has to happen. So tell the truth. Y'all have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.